Chapter 1 of Stand By for Mars. This is LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Sean O'Hara. Stand By for Mars by Carey Rockwell. Chapter 1. Stand to, you rocket wash! A harsh, bull-throated roar thundered over the platform of the monorail station at Space Academy, and suddenly the lively chatter and laughter of more than 100 boys was stilled. Tumbling out of the gleaming monorail cars, they froze to quick attention, their eyes turned to the main exit ramp. They saw a short, squat, heavily built man, wearing the scarlet uniform of the enlisted Solar Guard, staring down at them, his fists jammed into his hips and his feet spread wide apart. He stood there a moment, his sharp eyes flickering over the silent clusters, then slowly sauntered down the ramp toward them with a strangely light, cat-footed tread. "Form up! Columns of 4!" Almost before the echoes of his thunderous voice died down, the scattered groups of boys had formed themselves into 4 ragged lines along the platform. The scarlet-clad figure stood before them, his seamed and weather-beaten face set in stern lines. But there was a glint of laughter in his eyes as he noticed the grotesque and sometimes tortuous positions of some of the boys as they braced themselves in what they considered a military pose. Every year for the last 10 years he had met the trains at the monorail station. Every year he had seen boys in their late teens, gathered from Earth, Mars and Venus, 3 planets millions of miles apart. They were dressed in many different styles of clothes: the loose flowing robes of the lads from the Martian deserts, the knee-length shorts and high stockings of the boys from the Venusian jungles, the vari-colored jacket and trouser combinations of the boys from the magnificent Earth cities. But they all had one thing in common: a dream. They had visions of becoming space cadets, and later, officers of the Solar Guard. Each dreamed of the day when he would command rocket ships that patrolled the space lanes from the outer edges of Pluto to the twilight zone of Mercury. They were all the same. "All right now, let's get squared away." His voice was a little more friendly now. "My name's McKenny, Mike McKenny, warrant officer, Solar Guard. See these hash marks?" He suddenly held out a thick arm that bulged against a tight red sleeve. From the wrist to the elbow, the line of boys could see a solid corrugation of white, V-shaped stripes. "Each one of these marks represents 4 years in space," he continued. "There are 10 marks here, and I intend on making it an even dozen. And no bunch of Earthworms is going to make me lose a chance to get those last 2 by trying to make a space monkey out of me." McKenny sauntered along the line of boys with that same strange cat-like step and looked squarely into the eyes of each boy in turn. "Just to set the record straight, I'm your cadet supervisor. I handle you until you either wash out and go home, or you finally blast off and become spacemen. If you stub your toe or cut your finger, come to me. If you get homesick, come to me."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?